My name is Uncle Johnny, and this is John Nobel channel. Today we have somebody who has traveled from wherever he's come from. He's going to tell us. First, he's going to introduce himself and tell us where he's come from.
Thank you, John. Thank you for inviting me to your channel. It's a great privilege. My name is Mahbub Malik, but my friends and family call me Habib.
Habib.
To make it easier for pronunciation.
Habib is easier to pronounce, yeah.
So to answer your question about where I came from, as a heritage, I have an Indian heritage.
Yep.
But I was born and brought up in the Middle East, in Kuwait.
Yep.
So if you want to say where I came from Kuwait.
Came from Kuwait?
Yes.
But original India?
Indian, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So how did you find yourself in Australia?
How did I find myself in Australia? So that's a bit of a fluke or a chance of luck, I would say.
Yeah.
My parents were, after I graduated from university for a bachelor's degree,
Yep.
my parents were, like every other Indian parents,
Yep.
wanted me to go to the US,
Yeah.
to pursue another degree.
Become a doctor.
Yeah. From an engineer, become a doctor and then a lawyer. So that was my path chosen for me by my parents. But I was in the process of trying to get a opportunity in the US, but things were not working out. And then one fine weekend, my older brother, who was actually trying to come to Australia to study a degree in dentistry, invited me to come to a conference where Australian universities were pitching their university cells.
Oh, where were you?
Yeah, I was in India.
In India, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
in a city called Bangalore.
Yeah.
And that's where I spent about 9 years after I finished up in Kuwait.
Okay.
So I went to this conference without any preparation.
Yeah.
The premise was that, my brother invited me for lunch.
Yeah.
So he said, there's no
food.
point. Yes, correct.
Yes.
So instead of wasting time at home, sitting in front of the TV, would you like to come and have lunch at this conference? I was like, yep, I'm happy to attend this conference for lunch.
For lunch, let's go.
Yes, exactly. So I had no preparation. I had no intention to talk to anyone at the conference. So I was dressed as per the occasion, in a t-shirt, jeans and thongs. And so as soon as we walked up over there, my brother and his friend ventured away to talk to university representatives, and I went for the food. And after I had lunch, I was quite content. So I sat down, and for like about 4 minutes, I was looking around.
For more food?
Probably. I hadn't had enough.
Or you just seeing new people? Yeah.
Yes. So I thought like, okay, there's a person on my left. She looks Indian. But she's representing a university called UWA, University of Western Australia.
Okay.
So I thought I'll go speak to her or chat to her.
Yeah, okay.
And we started a conversation. And by the end of the conversation, she gave me a scholarship letter, letter of enrollment, and every other paperwork that is required for university enrollment.
Okay.
So by chance.
That was not your intention at all.
Not at all. That was never my intention.
Now, I'm seeing, there's a woman power here.
A womanizer.
A woman power. You saw a woman, and after talking to her, you got everything.
I hope
to come to Australia.
Yeah, well,
okay.
Sadly, that doesn't work with every woman.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So that was, after I got those documents, I was in two minds as to what should I do. I had no intention of going to Australia. I'm kind of failing to go to the US. So after the discussion, after my brother and his friends finished, and they were quite rejected, that they didn't get an opportunity to come to Australia from the university. I kind of told him, hey man, look, I don't know how your interviews went, but I have a letter of offer from this university to study a master's degree with some scholarship. So my brother was furious. He was quite jealous.
He didn't get anything.
No, he didn't. Poor guy. Poor guy and his friend didn't get anything. And over here, I wasn't celebrating, but I was like, I just don't know what to do.
What to do, yeah. That was not your intention.
Correct.
Your intention was not to come here.
Correct.
Yeah, but you...
Anyways, that same day I spoke to my father and he said like, yeah, okay, you know, you have a scholarship.
Yeah.
Why not explore this opportunity?
Yeah, go.
Yes, so that's how I ended up coming to Australia.
Yeah.
In the background, there was quite a bit of process involving the visa, the other documentation of evidences to provide to come as a student visa.
As a student visa, yeah.
Yeah, so all of that was happening in the background. There was quite a bit of work involved, but all of that succeeded finally, and then I ended up in Australia in 2009.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to know day one in Australia. What happened?
Day one?
What did you do?
Yeah, so...
How did you find your way around?
Yeah, so I landed in Perth from a flight from India.
Yeah.
And then there was a university representative with a card, with my name on his card.
Yeah, waiting for you.
Yeah, with a display card.
Like a VIP now.
Yeah, so it wasn't hard trying to locate this person.
Yeah.
On the way to the, so once he picked me up, he asked me, where do you want to go?
Yeah.
I said, like, I want to go to this place because my friend lives over there.
Okay.
I'm going to stay with my friend for a bit until I find some place on my own.
Yeah, okay. So you'd already organized this
back in India.
Back in India to meet your friend.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I think I was quite lucky that I already had a friend in Perth.
Yeah.
And I stayed with him. So this bus driver dropped me at my friend's place.
Yep.
And I sort of moved in with him for a few months.
Yep.
And then I think after a few months, we were all sort of finding our own feet. And I said, like, yeah, okay, I'm ready to now find a place on my own.
Your own accommodation now. Okay. Yes. So you went to the university.
Yes.
How did you find the university?
The university itself was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Right. It was a beautiful place to be, very cultural.
Yep.
Very picturesque, very beautiful, in a very lively spot of Perth. There were many international students, so I didn't feel a lot very alone. I sort of quickly made friends, Indian friends, straight away.
Yep.
within the first day of orientation.
Your people. It's
yes,
easy.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I searched for my people and I found them.
Yep.
So, and I made friends pretty quick.
Okay. Did you find any challenges when you arrived in Australia?
100%. I think.
Can you just let us know the challenges you found?
I think there was an expectation from my family that as soon as I arrive, I would be able to secure a job.
Yeah, okay.
to finance myself,
or to
support myself.
Yeah.
And I think I was it was a bit harsh of an expectation.
Yeah.
That, as soon as you go to a foreign country, you straight away get a job.
Find a job, big job.
100%.
I'll pay for your own school fees.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I found...
That didn't happen?
No, that did not happen. I found myself a job within the first few days.
Yep.
Not the first day.
Yep.
But it was a cleaning job.
Yeah, okay.
But somehow it paid enough to get me through my rent and my food and my other expenses.
Yep.
But the main university fees was looked after by my parents.
Okay, your parents were still paying your school fees?
Yes.
Okay. What else? Any other challenge apart from...
So apart from the financial aspect, challenges were fitting in.
Yeah.
I think because I was so mesmerized by the Australian way of life, and I didn't have any exposure back in India to how Australians live their life. I was quite excited about living an Australian life. Yeah. So sharing a house with my Indian friends didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Yeah. When in Rome, you live like Romans, right?
Yes.
So I think fitting in was a challenge for me. I tried to. I had a very strong accent.
Yeah. As we do when we arrive here, we all do have that.
I don't think that was a challenge per se, but I sort of made an effort to make sure that I'm clear, I'm articulate when I say something, especially to my Australian friends.
Yeah. Language is normally the issue most of the time.
Yes, I think, and I had that same issue.
Yeah.
But slowly and steadily, I started speaking a bit more slow and a bit more clear.
Yeah.
And then that problem faded away. Other challenges were to do uni and work at the same time.
Yeah.
Right, so the university was quite a shock for me.
Yeah.
In India, it was quite a bit of spoon feeding in universities.
Yeah.
So the expectation is that you be given what you need to learn.
Yeah.
But I think in an Australian university, you seek your own truth.
Yeah, you have to do a research.
Correct.
And all that stuff. Yeah.
I think coming to that conclusion took me a lot of time and a lot of realization like, hey, it's not India, it's Australia.
This is Australia.
This is how it's done over here. So you better gear up, otherwise you will fail university and then you'll end up back home.
Deported back home.
Yes. Yes.
Did you find lots of your food here in
Indian food?
Yeah.
Yes. This was where my friends were useful.
Yeah.
They found a charitable institution where there was a group of Indian people cooking for charity.
Okay.
So you could go to this place and pay like a minimum donation of like $2 or $3
okay.
and eat as much as you want.
Oh, like you mentioned, you have free food from the beginning. So anywhere there's free food, or you are there.
Yes.
So you went to this donation where,
I think I sort of was quite a frequent visitor over there.
This place.
Yes, and I think so the food wasn't an issue.
Yeah.
And plus I have a passion for cooking.
Yeah.
So I used to cook for myself, my housemates.
Yeah.
So cooking food, I enjoyed cooking that.
Okay. Do you still enjoy cooking now?
I do.
Yeah. Okay.
I do love.
Yeah. Okay.
I have to tone down the spices so that my wife and my kids can enjoy Indian food.
Okay.
But if I cook it to my liking, then they burn to death.
Yeah,
because of the spices.
Did you miss your family?
Did I miss my family initially? Yes and no.
Yeah.
Yes, because I didn't have the support of my family.
Yeah.
When I'm here, I was all by myself, so I missed them in that way.
Yeah.
And I didn't miss them that much because it was an excitement for me to be free.
Yeah, to live overseas.
Yes, to live overseas. On my own terms, on my own conditions.
Yeah, no condition from parents. Yeah.
Exactly. So a bit of both. I had mixed feelings in that area.
Okay. Did you finish what you came here for?
Yes, I finished university. I graduated UWA in 2011.
Yeah.
And I think then the expectation on me was to find a good job, a good engineering job. And that's where I struggled again.
Okay.
So after the university degree, because my degree was quite a specialized engineering degree, it was hard to find general engineering jobs.
Okay.
So I struggled over there. I worked part-time in restaurants, in servos, like every other Indian person did. I don't think I drove the taxi.
You didn't drive any taxi?
No, I did not.
Oh, that's good.
So,
did you get robbed in this petrol station?
I did.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't get robbed. But my Indian friend, my colleague, he did get robbed.
Oh, okay.
And so we all sort of shared his experience.
Yeah, okay.
He spoke about it quite vividly.
Okay.
So we all sort of were immersed in the experience.
Okay. So why did you not go back to India after finishing your?
Yes. There was this thought: if I'm not successful as an engineer over here, rather than wasting my time doing small jobs, I might be better off going back to India and pursue a more fruitful engineering career in India. And then something else happened. Then I became a citizen, and the same day that I became a citizen, I was walking out of the citizenship ceremony. I saw an Air Force booth, like, come work for us. So I picked up a pamphlet from the booth, and I went home and applied. I had I didn't have any confidence in succeeding for a recruitment in the Defense Forces. So I thought, like, okay, why not? And after a few months of going through the process, I got a job in the Air Force.
Your things seem to be coming very easy.
It did.
So, Habib, I call you Habib. it sounds like if you want to apply for something, don't stress too much about it. Just
yes.
take it easy. Yes. Things will just come through like it's happening to you.
100%. There is a certain amount of effort that you have to put in to satisfy yourself. Saying that there is everything that I tried. I tried everything that was in my strength. And then it did not work out. So you come to an acceptance. Like, okay, I accept my fate. Or I accept this consequence. For me, I think I came to the conclusion that I tried everything in my power to get a job. And if it did not happen, I would have gone back. So
after the ceremony, you passed here, you got this thing, you apply for you got it. So you're still working there at the moment?
Yes, so I'm still employed by the Defense Forces. So I'm in the Air Force, working as an engineer in the Air Force.
Okay. For somebody who wants to come from India to come here, as a student or just as a tourist, what do you advise them?
As a student, I think they would have a bit of expectations. The advice to someone who is looking to come as a student would be, don't come here for the job prospect. Come here to enjoy the lifestyle.
The lifestyle,
Like, okay, job will happen. That's your secondary objective. Your primary goal is to come here, study, get a degree. A byproduct of that would be a fruitful career in engineering. So that would be my advice to students with the intention of coming to a university in Australia. For a tourist, it's up to the person. Right?
Plenty of things to see.
Correct, yes. So if you enjoy the bush, if you enjoy open spaces, if you enjoy fishing, I think there's plenty of things to do as a tourist. Not just coming and staying in a hotel or going shopping into expensive shopping malls. So there's plenty of things to do.
Okay, now somebody who's coming from Australia to India, where can they go?
That's a good question. I did have a lot of Australian friends who were fascinated by the Indian culture, but they were scared of going to India because there's a stigma that India is not safe for foreigners. To an extent that is true, but I think if you had some precautions in place, you would enjoy India nonetheless. Right. So the first thing for a person traveling from Australia to India would be preparation. You find a reputable tour company and you join them instead of touring on your own. I think that's where a lot of people come to bad experiences, where they have been touring India on their own. The second one is an expectation that if you get scammed in India, it's totally fine. Right? Even in India, myself being an Indian, I came to this expectation that one scam a day is okay.
Acceptable.
Yes, acceptable. So if you go by with that mantra, I think you won't be a whole lot disappointed. Like if you get charged a few dollars extra, that will not spoil your bank account, but it will sort of also not, ruin your enjoyment.
It's just paying back to the community.
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Correct, yes.
This is John Nobel. We are just talking to Habib from India, and he's just giving advice traveling from overseas to here or vice versa. And Habib is just telling us if you are doing something, do it keenly. Something will eventually happen.
Correct, yes.
Like everything has happened to him. So I'll bring you back to the work you are doing now. If somebody who has got intention to apply for the kind of job you are doing, what can you advise them?
I had a few friends who, after I got selected to be in the Defense Force, a lot of my friends got motivated to join the Defense Force, but none of them was successful. I think there was a bit of an expectation management to be done over there. The expectation is that you will come across some roadblocks during the recruitment process. Being fit for the selection process is primary. If you're not a person who if you're a person who does not enjoy physical fitness, then I think defense is not for you. If you're a person...
I do enjoy a lot of running. Do you think I can go to the Defense Force?
I think you can. I think you can.
I do a lot of running. I can do maybe 12K and...
Well, 12K is quite an impressive run.
Yeah,
I don't think to be able to apply for a Defense Force, you do not have to run a 12K.
Yeah, okay.
But if you join the Army, or if you're trying for the Army, the selection criteria for Army is a bit more rigorous than the Air Force. You have to do you have to have a certain amount of upper body and core strength to be able to go on exercises, deployments, things like that. But cardio, for example, running, is also a subcomponent.
Yeah, so that's just one qualification among many.
And also, to be successful, or at least I don't think successful is the right career, to enjoy a career in the Air Force, you have to be up for the challenge. You have to be seeking challenges. None of my colleagues say, I am happy where I am. Every one of my colleagues say, I want to do more. I want to try something else. Within the ADF, I want to try a different role, management, engineering, technical, non-technical. You have to keep aspiring to do something else.
Like normal human beings do.
Correct.
I want to be something else. Like
Correct, yes.
Okay.
So, for example, I'm an engineer, but at the moment I'm running a maintenance team. It's not a whole lot of engineering, but the challenges for me are managing a team of technicians. So that's my challenge.
And you're enjoying that?
I love it. Absolutely love it.
Okay. So anybody who wants to do what Habib is doing, it's not very difficult. Go for it. Just go to uni, finish, get your degree. And when you go to any ceremony, there's ADF, you say. If they have display there for Army, pick the papers, apply, something will come through. Habib, your things have just come so easily, I think so. And just going back a little bit, how did you apply to become a citizen?
Yes, I think that was a bit of a process. After we finished our university, back then, this was in 2011, there was a process defined. So we sort of went through the process that you have to have a degree from an Australian university. You have to have your Indian qualifications recognized by an Australian body. So for us, that body was called Engineers Australia. So Engineers Australia recognized my Indian degree. So gave me a qualification that was required to be a migrant for the migration status. And I think you had to have a certain amount of work experience to be able to be eligible for a residency.
Which you did, working as a restaurant, in the petrol station. Did your parents approve for you to become a citizen?
Yes, they did. Yes, I think they did. I think it was a proud moment for them that one of their children has now migrated successfully to Australia. I think that was a proud moment for my parents.
Oh, that's great. Have you gone back to India to visit?
Yes. Yes.
How did you find it?
I think I'm a bit more respectable now. It's like, okay, this is one of my sons
from Australia.
So I get treated with a bit of royalty amongst my cousins and my siblings. My siblings still, they bring me down to earth. They still have a bit of banter with me at home. But my cousins see me in a different light after I have a moderate amount of success in Australia.
That's great. There's just one question I would like to ask you. It's general question is outside there in the community that from India you don't have to pick your own bride. Your parents have to pick for you.
You mean an arranged marriage?
Yes. Did they pick for you or you picked your own wife?
Yes, so I picked my own bride.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you went away from the tradition.
I did. I am what they call the black sheep. But yes, I did sort of move away from my family's tradition of arranged marriages, and I found the love of my life over here. And my wife she's not just my wife.
Yeah.
She's the love of my life.
Okay.
She's everything I ever wanted in a partner.
Oh.
She is phenomenal. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
She's perfect in every sense. That's perfect.
Oh, if you are listening to this, Habib is a keeper.
Yes.
Yeah, keep him completely. Oh, that's great. And your parents didn't have any problem with you going away to pick your own?
There was a bit of objection.
Yeah.
I think the acceptance came slowly.
Yeah.
I think they realized that.
You are living in a different world
Correct,
now.
yes.
Yeah.
I think that realization came to them.
Yeah.
At first, there was a bit of objection.
Yeah.
But when I told them, when I elaborated how much in love I am with my partner back then, or my wife now, partner back then,
okay.
and they understood like, okay, you're all grown up now, we're all free to make our own decisions. So yes, it's your life. If this is how you choose to live it, so be it.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, we are talking to Habib. Habib have lived in Kuwait and India and now Australia. So he's given us more advice about traveling. So you can see his travel and he's just a bit taking things very easy and casual. So life is easy. Don't take it too.
Correct.
Yeah, don't be stressful with life. Everything, if you have to get it, you'll get it. You don't have 100%. To struggle too much.
Yes.
Like Habib has got everything he wanted. Not struggling too much, but it just came.
Yes, I did struggle though. I'm sorry, Uncle John. I sort of wanted to clarify that yes, I did struggle, but I wasn't upset. I wasn't sort of disappointed.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yes, I wasn't disappointed with my if things didn't work out for me.
Okay. So yeah, don't get upset if things don't work out the way you're expecting.
Correct.
That's a very good idea. That's a good advice too. Yeah, thank you Habib for appearing on our channel. In case I forgot anything, do you have anything to add on what we've talked about?
No, I think we covered off on a few topics. And we spoke about my challenges and in general. I don't think there was anything specific to talk about, but I think every migrant faces the same amount of challenges as I did. So there was nothing special.
Okay. Thank you very much for appearing on John Nobel channel. This is Uncle Johnny. We'll talk to you soon.